So you ready?
Yep.
So this is our film of the properties of MDF and nowadays, which is much denser than it was in the past, and we're just going to test MDF versus solid wood versus solid regular wood and birch, or it might be popular birch or popular, and solid wood and maple. So the first thing we're going to test is Brighton, which is a custom cabinet company. This door is solid wood, and we'll see how it performs when we hit it with the hammer. And so I'm just going to leave the hammer. Why don't we do, we'll use this as a measuring thing. So at that height, and then I'm just going to drop it like that. And we got a pretty big dent in it. If you want to zoom in there, we'll do it again. Let's say we do it here. I don't want to hit the table, but that's not gonna, okay. So that's about the right height. And then I'm just gonna go like that. We got a little bit of a smaller dent. Do it again. So we're getting, a decent sized dent, and this is solid maple. But it is Brighton, so if it's a painted cabinet in Brighton, it's probably not hard maple. It's probably a painted maple, which they do a little bit, is a little bit not quite as hard.
And the center's MDF, right?
And the center is, this is MDF. We can actually test the center. That's a good idea. Let's test the center. Even on the center panel, right? We got less dent in the center panel and less chipping in the center panel, that's MDF, in Brighton, than we do on the outside of the panel, right? So now we're going to go to Fabuwood, which is an all solid wood door. The middle is MDF. This is all solid, and we'll do the same thing. So we didn't get a big, we didn't get as big a chip at least, but we're still getting a pretty big dent. I'll bet you this Fabuwood door is popular. So, but,
are you saying poplar wood or
popular wood? Because we don't, Fabuwood can't tell you what their doors are made out of, because some are going to be made out of Asian birch, some might be made out of popular. They're going to be a hardwood that whatever they can get. So, but all of these are pretty big dents. But if you look at this, these dents are chipping even less than the Brighton is chipping, I would say, right?
Yeah, let's try center.
Center panel on the Fabuwood. Well, the same, but in the Fabuwood, it's a thinner panel. So it's actually bounces. So, which is probably helping the cause, but pretty much the same as Brighton. Okay. All right. So this is Cubitech now. This is their solid wood door on the outside with the MDF panel, which is pretty much performing exactly the same as Fabuwood. Oops, I didn't really, that wasn't a good one. There we go. So yeah, so pretty much exactly the same as Fabuwood. The Cubitech door, the MDF panel is in the center. Sort of the same deal as yeah, very close.
So I'd say the moral of the story on all of them is don't hit your cabinets with a hammer.
But the moral of the story so far here is there's not much of a difference in any of these ones. So, we've always said this, that how much the cabinets cost has very little to do with the durability, has nothing to do with the durability of the finish. But what we've always thought is that the MDF doors were not going to hold up as well. So then here we go with the MDF door. 1, 2, 3.
That's a big chunk.
Well, that's dirt, actually.
Yeah, that's a little chunk there, but
No, it's actually dirt. See? I got dirt on my hammer. But let's see. Over here. That's a little bit of dirt. But if I look at the size of the dent, they're actually a tiny bit less, that's for sure. Although I'm getting more dirt on it somehow, for some reason. But the dents themselves are a little bit shallower than any of these. Looks like the biggest, if we're looking at this, you know, let me borrow a little bit of water here. Oops. So this is mostly dirt in the thing. And same thing with this really too.
That's how little we make money. How little money we make on our cabinets. You can't even afford a
You
non-dirty
might as well
hammer.
just throw these doors out now, will you?
Well, what we did too before is we did this. Is what if we do something like this where we have it
Door to door.
Door to door, right? Door to door. Oops, shit. So door to door, not too much of a dent here. What do we got with this one, door to door? Right here.
This is how I've been working on myself, Abe. I have about 100 jokes running through my head right now. But I'm not saying work with them.
Okay.
Because
So a little bit of dents.
Oh, I beat changes, Abe.
Finally on this one.
Chris is very proud of me.
So this with this,
That's actually more of a real word test because you're bound to put yours together.
with this door to door, you're not even getting a mark, or almost no mark at all on the.
And that's what we did last time. With
That's what we did last time. So with door to door, you get with the metal hammer. They're all pretty close, but still this comes out the best, but not by much. Door to door, this is by far not dented as much as any of the others. So I mean, you know, that's a valuable. So I really think that, you know, with that consideration, we don't really have to have the worries that we thought we had on. Thank you.
Just tell the customer, look, you can take a hammer to these doors. You can bang the doors together with one another.